Hello everyone and welcome to this week's behind the scenes devlog video, and this week I'm hoping to make some big steps towards getting the game ready for release. I've been getting lots of suggestions recently about things that need to be fixed or improved in the game, so loads to be getting on with this week. I'm going to get started and I'll show you what I'm doing later in the day. So first up today, I've been doing a bit more work on the bear species, which I added in recently, and I've just been making a few tweaks to their behaviour and to their movement. Also, now when they eat the honey from the hives, it counts towards this honey harvesting task. Previously you had to actually manually harvest the honey from the hives yourself, but now if you've got some bears nearby, they'll do that automatically for you, and because that's a repeatable task, over time that will keep earning you some diversity points. 12:30 now, and I've just been adding a new tree into the game because the other day I found this very lonely tree model on my computer, which for some reason I'd never added into Equilinox. So I've just been doing that quickly now and doing all the settings for it, and you can see some of them looking pretty nice in the world here. Also, I was just making a few changes to the new world options, so you can see that there's now an option to set the name of the world, which will be the name of the save file, and I've also just been implementing the water options properly, so that you can now create a world which has lots of water in it. So now I'm going to take a quick break, do my weekly food shopping, have a bit of lunch, and then I'll be back to work this afternoon. This afternoon I need to do a bit of work on the website. I've got one more design to create for that, which is for the Equilinox landing page. And that's probably the most important page of the website, so I need to make sure that this looks particularly good. So I've just been sketching out a quick design for that here, and next I'm going to make a slightly more official looking design using GIMP. So the design is coming along nicely. I'll probably finish that off later this evening. Just stopping for a quick bit of dinner now, and then for the rest of the day I'll probably just do some email answering and comment answering. Good morning everyone, it is 8:30 on a very nice sunny Tuesday morning. I've just been having a quick breakfast, writing out my plan for the day, and in a minute I'm going to get started with making some improvements to the main menu in Equilinox. So one thing that's always annoyed me about the main menu is that it's very static. There's really nothing moving at all, and if you don't move the mouse it could basically just be a completely still image. So today I've been trying to add a little bit of movement to it. I've been trying to come up with different ways that I can do that. The first thing I thought was that I could move the background depending on where you move the mouse, but to be honest that didn't really look as good as I thought it was going to. The second thing I did was to make the logo kind of look like it's breathing a bit, to make it seem a bit more alive, which I think isn't too bad. But if any of you guys have any suggestions as to what I could do to add a bit more movement to the main menu, then do let me know. Also, as you'll have noticed, I've been doing a bit more work on the logo. I changed the old logo and removed the lines between the triangles, and I also made the triangles a little bit less regular so that they look a bit more organic. And I'm pretty happy with the results. I think it looks quite nice. But I wanted to know what you guys think, whether you like this new low poly logo or whether you prefer the other simplistic logo with the leaf. Anyway, I'm going to get outside for a bit now. It's such a nice day today, so I'm going to go for a quick bike ride. To finish off the morning, I've just been doing a bit more work on the help pages again, just planning out all the content that I'm going to put in there, and I'm going to implement that later this afternoon, but first I'm going to have some lunch and then I'm going to do a bit of work on the hunting system. It is 6:30 in the evening now, and I ended up spending pretty much all afternoon just working on the hunting system, fixing the various little glitches and bugs to do with that. Pretty much every time I fixed one, I found another bug, so it took a little bit longer than expected. I was just fixing things like sometimes the predators would drop off the meat in the water, or sometimes they'd go hunting even though they already had some meat nearby, and just other little things like that. It is 10:15 on Wednesday morning, and so far today I've just been working through a few more of these improvements and suggestions and bug fixes that I need to do, and I've been mostly concentrating on stuff to do with the hunger system this morning. So for example, I've just been working on this new, more efficient way for animals to search for food to find out if there's any food that they can eat nearby. Back to work on the help pages for the second half of the morning, and I was just planning out the final few sections, and then I also started actually writing up the content in Word here, and then obviously later I'll transfer that into the game. But for now I need to stop because I'm going out for lunch with a few friends. Back to work this afternoon now, and again I was just doing some more work on the help pages, putting the content actually into the game, and I've done that for about half the sections now, but it was getting a bit boring, so I thought I'd switch to another task. So I've just been doing a bit of work on the hunting again, and fixing some issues to do with the pack hunting ability. To finish off today, I've been doing a bit more work optimizing the hunting behavior. I talked to the web developer about the new design for the Equilinox landing page, and I've also been trying to find a few more sound effects for the game, and I found these sound effects for the chickens. Good morning everyone, it is 7:30 on Thursday morning, and today when I got up I saw that it was going to be a nice clear morning, so I thought I'd get on my bike and come down to this park here to hopefully see the sunrise. And this park's on quite a big hill, so it should be a nice view. Back home now, just having a quick breakfast before I get started for the day, and this morning I want to finally finish off the two tasks that have been bothering me all week, which is the help pages and the hunting optimizations. 10:20 now, and I finally finished writing all of the content for the help pages and adding it all into the game, apart from the images because I can't do them just yet. So now I'm going to get to work on the hunting optimizations. Just stopping for a quick lunch now, and I did finally manage to finish off everything to do with the hunting system, and I added two more features to the hunting system. Firstly, if the prey is faster than the predator, then the predator will give up the chase after a certain amount of time, and it won't just keep chasing forever. And secondly, I've made the predators hostile towards their prey. So for example, if a sheep comes too close to the wolves, even if the wolves aren't hungry and they're not hunting, they'll still attack the sheep if it gets too close. This afternoon I've just been slowly working my way through a few more bug fixes. So for example, the help pages, the height of the content wasn't being calculated correctly, so when you scroll down at the bottom there was a big empty section, so that's now fixed. Also I was doing a bit of work on some of the movement codes for the bees and also for the butterflies, and I was just trying to smooth out the way that they turn around. Not much else to show you this evening. I was trying to do a bit of work on the fish movement, but I didn't really get very far. I also answered a few emails and comments, but now I'm going to get to bed. First up this morning, I've been making a slight change to the evolution progress bar when you're trying to evolve a new species. If for some reason the requirements for evolving that species are no longer met during the evolving process, then the progress will stop, and the progress bar now indicates that by changing colour so that you can quickly see that there's a problem. So I'm actually pretty much finished with all my tasks for this week now. This afternoon I'm going to be doing editing, so to finish off the morning I thought I'd make use of the final hour or two by making a few new plant models for Equilinox. So as you can see, I made 4 new flower models for Equilinox. I thought that a few biomes didn't really have enough flower options, and I've already added one into the game, which is the rose that you can see here. So now I'm going to stop for a quick lunch break, and I also actually need to make some pizza dough, because I've got a few friends coming around this evening, and we're all going to try and make some pizzas. So all afternoon today I've just been getting started with the editing for this video, which is coming along nicely, but I need to get ready now because my friends will be here in a bit and then we're going to start cooking. So that's pretty much going to be it for this week. Today I'm just going to be doing editing, but it's been a really good week, really productive, and hopefully I can continue that next week as well. Before I finish, I just need to give a big shout out to the top Patreon supporters from last month, who were Claudio Dimitru, Nman, Austin Adamson, Jason Pack, Anton Weiser, Joshua Hannaford, Casper Studios, Clouded Dreams, Alberto Spina, Charlie Quigley, Daniel Thean, Josh Gill, Danny D, Ben Humphreys, Timothy Gibbons, Crazy Rusky, Wolfgang, Dylan Thompson, Benjamin Fuller and Alexander Chavez. So a massive thank you to all of you guys and of course to everyone else supporting me over on Patreon. For this week though, that is it, so thank you guys very much for watching this video. Do subscribe if you haven't already, have a fantastic week, and I will see you all next time.